Trent Williams. This is a very interesting piece of news. The Niners have been working so hard to create goodwill with him. They promised not to give him the franchise tag. They tried to agree to an extension with him before week 17, couldn't do it. Guess this guy wants a lot of money, and I can't blame him. He missed a whole year's worth of game checks last year. Now they're going to have to sign him when free agency starts, which means they'll get him if they pay. So my question is, are the Niners going to pony up? Is Trent Williams coming back? What do you think, Jack?
Well, based off of what Williams said, is he said that, he wants to hit the free agent market because he wants to see what a Pro Bowl tackle is worth in free agency. Well, we know what a Pro Bowl tackle is worth in free agency. The Packers just did it with David Bakhtiari. It's about $23 million a year.
That's right.
So are they willing to give him a deal that's going to be, 3 for, 69 for 3, maybe because of his age, give him a little bit less, or, or go to that 4th year so that they can buy themselves a little bit more cap space in the short term. That's what it's going to take. And from what it sounds like, they're not there yet at that number. And that's why he didn't sign the deal before the end of week 17. From what we've heard today.
Mm-hmm. I think they have to re-sign Trent Williams. He's in the driver's seat on this. There's not many free agents that I think are even close. Alejandro Villanueva is maybe the closest thing to him, but I think he has flaws. And it would pretty much cripple their draft plan. They would have to go left tackle in the first 2 rounds. And Penei Sewell's an elite talent, but he's not making out of the top 6. And then you get Wyatt Davis as a guard. Rashawn Slater's projected as a guard center. Elijah Vera Tucker is also projected as a guard. He maybe can play tackle. And then you get Christian Darrisaw, who would then have to be the first-round pick, essentially, for the Niners if they lost Trent Williams, or they would have to go 2nd round and hope Liam Eichenberg fell. It would really hurt the draft plan if they couldn't get Trent Williams back.
Yeah, losing Trent Williams at left tackle, that's just it would be a whole other hole that the 49ers need to address. That would really devastate things. Left tackles are not easy to find. The 49ers have no leverage here, and knowing how they like to manipulate contracts, they must feel uncomfortable knowing that Trent Williams has all the power in this negotiation. Do you want to move up in the draft to get a left tackle? No, you have other areas that you need to address. So they need to find a way to work things out. And I saw the news that broke today that they were entering negotiations going into the Seahawks game or whatever it was, week 16, week 17, that didn't work out. But has Williams, Jack, if you could clarify, because I personally haven't heard this, he openly said that he wants to hit the market and see what's out there, because the 49ers can re-sign him before free agency starts, right? There's that window still open. It doesn't need to be, right? But so
he said he wants to hit free agency.
Which is smart, which is the smart thing to do for him, because I'm sure he can get a lot of money. But the 49ers, if they do not bring back Trent Williams, that's going to be difficult to overcome.
I think the only thing that the 49ers have on an edge of signing Trent Williams, it's not going to be money, because I don't know. This is where the Jimmy Garoppolo debate always comes in. It's like you cut him and you get all that money to spend elsewhere. But I'll say this: I think the edge they have with re-signing him is just the comfortability, just because they showed how forthcoming they are, how transparent they are with him. Where Williams was spending all those years with Washington, his final years of just nothing but disrespect, nothing but the back and forth through what he went through. So maybe that's something that I've just been saying, why they front loaded. I believe they front loaded his money. They pretty much cashed him out straight up when they first signed him or traded for him last year. So I think that's the only thing that he likes. He's like, hey, I'm comfortable here. I know they're cool here. I know they're pretty much they are in a contention seat, which is what he said. But then again, he's probably still looking for the payout. You know, all these players like, I want to go to a Super Bowl contender, and like more than half of them always take the money. So it's gonna be seeing. I think at this point you got to consider what teams are offensive tackle needy, a bunch of them. So how much of a cap space. It's gonna be hard. They're gonna have to. I feel like they have to. Their hands is forced for exactly what Maverick said. Yeah, at that point, your draft priority becomes offensive tackle, and now it looks bad that you didn't take Tristan Wirfs at that time instead of Javon Kinlaw. So I feel like now you have no choice. There isn't a question of will they resign him or should they. It's like you have to. You have no choice, because now your needs just become amplified.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
I think they put themselves in this position. I mean, there's no backup plan at left tackle. The right tackle can't play left tackle, let alone right tackle. Yeah, it seems to me that the Niners tried to be slick in their negotiations and be like, all right, let's get it done now. Let's find a deal that works for both of us. And Trent Williams works for both of us. No. You're going to pay me what I want. And if you're not going to do it today, then you'll do it in February or March or whatever. I I know I have leverage here. I know you have no recourse if I walk away. You're going to pay me exactly what I want. And if you don't, someone else will. I mean, whatever. It's real simple. So I do think he'll be back. And I think the Niners will give him exactly what he wants because what are their options? What are their options?
Yeah. It doesn't help that Justin School got obliterated by the Packers playing left tackle the one opportunity he had to step in. So,
and he knows that. He knows what Justin School is, what McGlinchey is. Nah, he's got all the leverage and he's going to use it. And he's going to enjoy it. Whew.
Yeah.
Hey, it's simple.
And they put themselves in this situation by blowing the draft last year with going with Kinlaw instead of Wirfs. Yep. They had him right there. They had a tackle for the future that could have been a low price guy for 4 years, and instead they make that move, and now they're sitting here scrambling, hoping they can overpay for it to tackle.
Had they known that Justin School was no good, had they known that Contavious Street, Kevin Givens, all these defensive tackles are pretty good, they could have actually addressed the weakness, not the strength. You gonna say something, Jose?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Hey man, now you're throwing.
It's mirrorized. It's hard,
dude. If you were a crossing guard, you'd be the worst crossing guard ever.
So bad at
it. Right now, dude. You'd be right there. You're lucky the social distancing out there. Now you made me forget what I was gonna say. All I was gonna say is, no, I remember. It's simple. Justin School can replace Trent Williams. Just don't play him against the Packers. Just don't play him against the Packers.
Simple.
Right? That's simple. It's simple, right?
Simple.
That's right guard Justin School, right?
Yeah, wasn't bad. Was better than McKivitz, or not worse.